Hey gang, this video is going to show you how to change your worn out door handle. What we're going to do, we're going to get rid of the old and install the new. It's not that difficult. It's something that just about anybody can do. First thing you need a Phillips head screwdriver and a flathead screwdriver, or if you're fortunate enough, a trim tool, either in plastic or these metal ones. I like the metal ones better, so that you can pop the door panel off after you take care of a couple of other things. First thing you want to do is pop this outer plastic ring off. There are 3 tabs. There's one here, one right above the handle there, and one right underneath the handle. I've already taken the liberty of doing that, so just pop that sucker off of there. And as you can see here, you have 1, 2, 3 that you pop off. This one here will just come out on its own. Once you get these 3 out and tilt it, that'll pop right off. After you do that, you've got to get the door panel off. Now, I've heard people say you don't have to take the door panel off, you can do it without doing it. But it's a lot easier, because right underneath this is a rivet that you have to drill out, and you'd have to cut some stuff and it'd just be a mess. So my suggestion is take the door panel off. It's not that difficult. So just out of view, let me get it in view. You've got this piece right here. This is a 1995. Earlier models have a couple of them. This one just has one retaining clip. Pop that retaining clip off, and then this will slide up and out. So just get in and lift up. And right here is the pin. You can see here, I am missing my retaining clip, which I didn't know, so now I do. And you can buy those online. Let's get back over here to the business side of things. And either using your handheld Phillips number 2 Phillips, you have 2 screws here and here that have to come out. So me, just being who I am, I break out the impact and do it the easy way. You want to pop those 2 screws out. There's one. And 2. After you do that, then you want to start easing that door panel off. The way that you ease the door panel off is pretty simple. You just start prying, and I usually like to start at the bottom. You just start prying. Hang on a second, guys. Alright, I am so sorry about that. I forgot to check, make sure I had audio, and I do. So I don't have to start over again. You need to get this light out, and there's a small tab here. So pry out at the red side. And out it comes. And this one does not have the light bulb attached to it. There's usually a light bulb attached, so that must be stuck in the door somewhere. We'll find that and take care of that too. So obviously someone's been into this door panel before, but we're going to get in there and switch this sucker out so that our door handle works better. What happens now, and I'll show you on the used one. Let me find the used one. Okay, here's the one from the other door. What happens is, on the reverse side, you can see you've got this long arm right here. As you pull, and over the years, it has a positive stop right here, right there. Boom, boom, boom. And if you look really, really closely, let me get the light just right here. And I'm going to point it out to you. Right here, it's just pot metal. It's cracked. It's from pulling on the door handle too hard. So they'll either twist or they'll crack. And it'll get to the point where you're having to do the redneck reach out your door to get yourself out of your vehicle thing. So that's why I'm replacing both of these, is because they get damaged like that just from overexerting when your door hinge pins start to fail. So it's always a good idea. Throw new door pin hinges in before you go through all this and get your doors aligned right. Get your hinge pin, your hitch pin on the B-pillar aligned right so that your door's aligned. Then you can start getting in there and taking care of the more important stuff that helps you get out of your vehicle. Alright, back to it. I'm going to come down here to this corner, and you can't see me. Ha 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 ha. Let's get her down here. You've got vents right here. You can grab a hold of that vent and get the panel out just enough to get your tool up under there. And if you get your tool up under there and start sliding, you can find where those connectors are and pop them out. And that's what you want to do. Just pop those connectors out of there. Keep on popping, keep on popping. There we go. Yeah, somebody's definitely been into this door. Once you get all of them out, like that, stop there, and then you want to come in and you want to pop your switch out, your switch housing out, and there's a couple of clips here that hold it in place. So you just get in between, give it a little pop up. As you can see, comes up pretty easy. Once you get it up far enough, then you want to slide back, pull it back so you can get it out. Then you need to release all of these clips. Some of the clips are easy to release, like this one has a little push button that you can just push on it. Oh, excuse me. It is not a push button. It is a pry it out. So get in there and pry it and disconnect. Do that to all of them so you can get this up and out of the way. Then you can pull this door panel the rest of the way off. So give me just a second to get these off and I'll be right back. Alright, got everything disconnected. You have your speaker connector, your, I'm not sure what that controls, door lock connector, and your power window connector. 1, 2, 3. Once you get those off, you've already got your tabs undone. You just pull out and lift up on the door card and it should just pop out. Usually, do I have another pin that's stuck in place? There we go. Get your door card out. Yeah, somebody's already been in here. Don't know what they were doing, but they were in there. I'll show you guys the new tabs. They're not like the old Christmas trees. These actually go into little white sockets, or any, yeah, some of them are showing, like here and down at the bottom, all the way around. Now, I'm also going to go ahead and lubricate so that everything moves and slides nice and freely. Just get in there with some lithium grease and get over to the lock. You can also take the vent off of the outer edge of the door. Let me show you that. You can take the vent off the outer edge of the door here and get in there so you can lubricate the inner workings of the lock up there. So let's get back to business. Let's get this door handle out. So what do you need to get the door handle itself out? Well, get you a drill. I don't even know what size drill bit that is, but make sure that the drill bit is bigger than the rivet. And this rivet has already been removed. So somebody has already replaced this, and they didn't do a proper job, and that may be the only thing keeping this from working properly. So this should be back here. It's missing a tab. Let's get it over there. Got everything over there. This is a new handle. Well, that's what they did. How about that? Okay. So to replace it or not to replace it? Because all I really have to do right now is just throw a bolt in there and I'm done. Let's go ahead and show you what we have to do. Let me reposition the camera and I'll turn it back on. Alright, you guys are looking straight down on it. I'm going to slide it out. I'm going to show you. You have two tabs, or two rods that you have to disconnect. One rod is oriented horizontally, one rod is oriented vertically. So, slide it forward just like that. And when you lift it out, it will present the two rods. So I got to get a flashlight so you can see them better. Okay, I'm going to point to them. You have one rod right there. See it? And your other rod is just out of view. Maybe I can pull this enough so you can see it. No, let me tilt the camera a little bit more. There. Now you can see it right here. This rod comes up vertically and the other rod goes out horizontally. So I'm going to go ahead and pop them off. All you need is a screwdriver if you don't have a trim tool. And there's not going to be much light on it unless I'm just going to hold the flashlight in my mouth so that you guys can see what's going on, so I won't be talking. So just watch. Okay, there's rod number one, and the second rod right here. Same thing. Just get up in there and pop it out. Once you get those two rods popped out, the handle will come right out. There you go. Now, this is a brand new one, but we're going to go ahead and put the other new one in, and we'll just stick this one in the parts bin. You can see the factory had a black oxide spring. These have a zinc plated spring. The new ones do. So even though it's already been replaced, we shall replace it again with a new one, just for the sake of getting the video done. Now on these, there's a little plastic sleeve right here. That just keeps that piece from falling out, and you just assemble it in reverse. So let's do that. But first I'm going to reposition this light. Alright, I repositioned the camera as well just to make it a little easier. Okay, you can pull up on the door lock, and I suggest lubricating this assembly just a little bit with a little bit of lithium grease. Let me grab that and do that now. And not very much, just a little bit. Little goes a long way. Cycle it a couple times. You also have slides here. It's already got a little bit of grease on it. And then on this pivot, there we go. A little bit of lithium grease. Just keep everything lubricated and moving freely for a while. Alright, now you can go ahead and swing this up. Whoops. We might want to get it in the right orientation. Swing this up. Go ahead and pop that one in where you can get to it nice and easy. Then you can snake it on in there. Then you come up and you grab your door release, and you can come in. There's a spot where the armrest is where you can come in and lift on that rod. And hopefully that's in view. Let's see here. Yeah, right down here where my finger's at, right at the bottom of the screen. Then you just press them in together. And be careful because you're working with plastic. So it's a good idea to grab a pair of pliers and pinch them together with a pair of pliers. So we'll grab the Knipex, and just squeeze those two together. Just like that. So we've got them in place. And it's just a matter of aligning all of these tabs. They're tapered. You can see how they're tapered. Align all those tabs, top and bottom, to make sure they're all seated in place. And then move the entire assembly back until it stops. There we go. Now we've got a hole down here. We're going to move the camera again on you. So I have to stop the camera because I have to mount it upside down. So hang on. Alright. Position the camera so you can see the hole there. And I just recommend getting a nut, a bolt, and a lock washer, or a screw, and it doesn't need to be a big one. Just a little one like that will do just fine. And then you'll drop it and have to chase it. So just put the screw in to the hole. They didn't knock the entire rivet out. I guess I gotta knock the entire rivet out. Just a second. Should have checked that. Factory rivet, they just drilled the head off. Did they not drill it all the way out? There it went. Alright, got the rivet out. The back side of the rivet. Now we can stick our bolt in there. And there's a decent sized hole. Where's it at? Over here. Oh, decent sized hole right here that you can reach into and get up there to get that lock washer on first and then get the nut on. And be ready to drop it, so have spares. And your rod's going to be in the way, so you got to be able to fish around the rod. Got that. Got my neighbor calling me. I got to give her a call back here in just a second, as soon as we get this buttoned up. So as soon as you get, I didn't drop anything. How about that? That never happens. And you want to cinch that down. After you cinch it down, you want to shut the door and open the door a couple, 3 times and make sure that everything operates the way that it should. So I'm going to move the camera again on you guys, unfortunately. Find a place for it where it's out of the way. Well, you guys are going to do nothing but sit sideways. Well, how about if I just hold it? Let me get the light off of there. Get the light out of the way. Then just shut your door. and revel at how easily your door opens. You might want to unlock it first. There we go. I've got a return spring issue at a point. Right here it's fine, but as soon as I push to there, the handle wants to stick. So I'm going to investigate that. But there you go. That's how you install a door handle. I know it's kind of a weird, a weird Zippo typical, phone ringing, text going off, the whole nine kind of video, and I apologize for that, but such is the life. So that's how you install it, and you just put your door panel back on and reverse the assembly. It's your friendly neighborhood Zippo. I will catch you guys on the next one if you would, right down there. Click on that like button for me. And here's a couple of random videos. I'll catch you on the next one. Later. I'm out of here.